Hello, my name is Martyr, and this is Let's Play Heckabomb, and thank you for watching. Heckabomb, aside from having a sweet-ass name, is a twin-stick bullet hell style shooter, guys. More than that, though, it's a shout-out to old arcade days, guys, and chugging in quarter after quarter and hoping to get a higher and higher score and just get to that next stage and just go a little bit farther. That's what Heckabomb is, guys. It released on Steam February 2015. Heckabomb was developed by Allicorn Games and published by Kiss Ltd. You can go ahead and get Heckabomb on Steam for the first week sale price of $5.39 or $5.99 normally, which to me, the price seems about right for this game. Why? Well, because it's a simple game, guys. There's nothing overly complicated here. There's no roguelike elements. There's no procedural generations. It's just a callback to simple games. Your job is to get the highest score you can, kill the bosses, get as far as you can, and, you know, beat the game if at all possible. And that's what I like about it. It's just a simple game. It's easy to play. It works well. All the elements are very attractive. Very well put together, guys. So let's go ahead and start into it. First off and foremost, the game does feature controller support. I didn't have to finagle any buttons or programs. It just detected my Logitech controller right away and started working, which I really appreciate and I really like when games do that. Because there's a lot of games that just don't do that. So I can imagine the game has full controller support. It'll work with any type of controller. And you're going to want to play this game with a good controller because it's a chaotic game. You're going to need those lightning fast reflexes. We're going to start off with the options. Of course, there's some sound sliders, controller vibrations, swap controller sticks. So if you want to, like, you know, shoot with your left and move with your right, you can. You can also check out the graphics setting here. Now there is resolution control when you first start the game up. It does go up to 1080p. There's some anti-aliasing, some bloom post-processing, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty good stuff right there. All in all, it's a graphically simple game, even though it still looks, you know, I enjoy the graphics. I think it looks cute. I shouldn't say cute. It looks good. That's what I'm going to say. This is a man's game. This is about blowing shit up, okay? This doesn't look cute. It looks good, all right? So what's the basic premise? Well, you're kind of I think the plane is called Heckabomb. Basically, you can blow up planets, and you're basically taking the fight to the enemy and just committing mass genocide. That's what at least I think the story is. A couple things. There is some Steamy goodness here. There's Steam boards, Steam leaderboards, I should say, Steam cards, Steam achievements, all that good Steam stuff, guys, is there and available for you to play. Now we're gonna go ahead and get into the main game here. There is a campaign mode. Matter of fact, there's four game modes in this. There's a campaign, survival, hardcore, and an AI duel, and casual if you count that as a game mode, which actually, for the purpose of this video, we're actually going to be playing casual mode. And I know there's a specific reason for that, and I'm more showing this off from the perspective of a person who wants to show you this game. The game is very difficult. The campaign mode is very difficult, but the casual mode allows me to show you a little bit more stuff in this game, like the weapons and all the upgrades and all that good kind of stuff. So that's kind of why I want to play the casual mode versus over the campaign mode. Now the first thing to note is that the campaign mode is much more difficult than the casual mode, hence the name. So if you see me getting hit and not dying or having a little bit of an easy time, that's solely because I'm playing the casual mode. Like right there, that one shot I just took would have normally taken off at least like half my health. So let's talk about what you're looking at right here. On the bottom of the screen, we have a shield counter, which basically tells me how much shields I have. Oh god, in heaven have. How many shields I have. Alright, go ahead. We're going to auto jump. We're going to go ahead to the next level. We collected some materials here. That's what that asteroid level represented. And there's kind of two game modes that you kind of flip-flop back between as you move through the levels here. So as you can see, we collected 580 salvage. We blew up 32 asteroids. We hit the salvage target of 1,000 points for that level. Unlock hardcore mode by adding an upgrade to a secondary. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So whenever we collect salvage, it gives us the opportunity to give bonuses to our ship, the Heckabomb, I think it's called. And a lot of these can be permanent. Some of these can be temporary. For instance, the shield bar that you saw on the bottom of the screen, you actually have to keep that shield bar charged. If I lost a point of shields, I'd have to buy it back for me to keep that shield bar. And you could buy more shield bars for 750. It basically shows you, of course, what all the prices is and does a good job of describing what everything does. So I'm going to go ahead and buy the multi-fire, which is a primary weapon upgrade to two fire shots simultaneously. So 500 salvage right there. My ship does a little shimmery shimmer. And we move on to the next board. Now this part is like the second mode of the game. You are basically going to bomb that planet below you right there. That's you taking the fight to the enemy like, screw you aliens. How do you like it when we bomb your planet? Which it sounds to me kind of horrible. It sounds like Ender's Game to me, but you know what? What the hell, right? There's no morals here. This is about action. This is about destruction. Let's just kill people and not worry about stuff, alright? So this is where that bullet hell aspect kind of kicks into it, where you're going to be starting fighting a lot of enemies. They're going to start shooting. Right now this is just the second stage. And again, it's on casual mode, so they're not really trying to kill me all that terribly much. But yeah, that's where that bullet hell-esque thing starts kicking. You see dodging asteroids, you're dodging enemies, you're dodging missiles, you're dodging lasers, you're dodging everything. While you're still trying to shoot them, wait for that distance counter to count down, which is on the bottom right there. To the left of the shield bar is my salvage bar. On the top is on the top is my overall score, which is what's going to go to the leaderboards if I were playing on campaign mode. Because I'm playing on casual mode, it's not going to go to the leaderboard. It's just for fun, basically. But again, I'm doing that so I can show you more of the game. Like I said, the graphics are really awesome. That planet is exploding. It's like, that is George Lucas worthy right there. That's pretty badass. I like that. The music is good, does a good job of pumping up too. I enjoyed the music quite a bit. Of course, we see how many enemy ships destroyed, how much salvage, how much asteroids, and it gives you a little tip there at the bottom. Green miners use smoke to hide their mines. Again, we're brought back to the screen. Had collected enough salvage, I might have been able to upgrade my ship for something, but in this particular case, we did not upgrade enough, not get enough salvage, I should say. But that's kind of the flow of the game. Destroy planet, go to the asteroids. So it's like a bullet hell and then an asteroids game kind of mixed into one, and then they kind of play off of each other as far as upgrades and all that go. There is bosses in this game though that you will face, I think, like every 10 levels or so. Like I think the level 10, well, I don't want to spoil it for you, but there's bosses in this game, to say the least. So now we're back in that asteroid modes of the game, and we're just basically just waiting for asteroids to show up and collect some salvage. Basically, we have about 62 seconds, by the way, to collect as much salvage as possible, because you know that salvage is very valuable. That's how you upgrade your ship. That's how you get the access to secondary weapons and make your ship all uber badass. You know, I should have grabbed was a mineral grabber, the thing that lets me grab these little upgrades, whatever helps me grab the salvage. That would have been very useful to me. Oh well, that's okay. We got about 1,160 so far. Still got about 30 seconds. I've got nothing to complain about. Oh my, oh Nelly. Big ol' Rockamus Maximus. Okay, alright. Grab those. Those will disappear, by the way, eventually, if I do not grab them. There is a kind of like a continue in this game. Every time you beat a level, you get one continue. But if you use all your continues, guess what? That's right. Game over. You have to start over from the beginning. That's where, like I said, it has that arcade aspect to it. Oh, I want this. No, don't you auto jump me, you piece of crap. Now, if I were to stay here, by the way, you see the planet's kind of exploding. It's gonna start sending exploding rocks and such. I need to jump out of there, otherwise, you know, suffer the wrath of the exploding planet finally catching up with my ship. But as you can see, we collected a whole crap ton of salvage there. Blew up 194 asteroids. Again, not going to be gloating. This is casual mode. So we get access to more and more upgrades. So like we can go get refire now, which increases our rate of fire. Speed, I don't really need to explain that to you. Collector, this is the one I definitely want. This one right here is armor 1, basically reduces damage. This one increases the actual damage of your weapons. You already can imagine what this one does. Again, we can grab more health. We can grab a smart bomb. Now these are kind of like power-ups. You've seen these in these similar types of games. You drop them, they explode in a massive area, but then they're gone. You have to rearm them. You have to rebuy them for 500, you know, salvage. It's kind of pricey, so it's a weapon that you want to use only in very, very specific moments. But these are the secondary weapons, which are kind of like the weapons you're going to want to be using, kind of looking at right here. And then there's kind of 2 levels to each one. So each one, the first level one kind of costs 1,000, and then it's kind of modified, amazing version of it costs 8,000, which is pretty freaking expensive. You're gonna want to save up for these, but we'll go through them all really quick. This is the beam laser. It is an automated short-range laser turret. Basically, it can take out asteroids. It doesn't I think it targets enemy ships, but that's basically it. This is the missile. I haven't really played with this one too much. I'm kind of curious. We might actually go ahead and take that one. This is the arc chain. I wasn't really a huge fan of this one. It hits enemy fighters and it kind of bounces a shot in between them. And it's good for taking out large packs of enemies. I can imagine that in later levels, this can be actually something that kind of saves your ass quite a bit because, you know, you're just facing hundreds and hundreds of enemies at once. The heavy cannon, again, I haven't played with it too much, but from my understanding, it's a slow cannon, basically with high damage per shot. The serpentine is pretty cool. It adds like this weird laser blast around your main blast. It's really cool, actually. And then we have satellites, which is a defensive satellites that reflect bullets, kind of like a defensive thing. I'm gonna go ahead and grab. We'll grab what the hell? We'll grab missiles. Well, that's all I can grab. All right, fine. Forget you, game. We'll grab missiles. We'll grab and what the hell? Refire. There we go. We have 750 salvage left. We'll take that into the next board. That's not a problem. We're on level 4 now. Again, we're going back to that thing where we have to blow planets up, take the fight to the enemy. Oh my goodness, I am shooting missiles. That was freaking cool. So yeah, there's a lot of decisions, a lot of experimenting we're doing here with the type of weapons you grab. They do add a lot of strategy, a lot of different. Whoa, too close for my comfort. They add a lot of different strategies that you can kind of use. You come up with your own play style, if you will, depending on what kind of upgrades you like and what you kind of learn to use. I like that. I like that kind of you can come up with your own play style in this game. You're like, okay, well, I don't like the arc chain. I like the laser. I like getting in close and personal with my enemies. There's a lot of strategies to come up with, a lot of different things. You'd be like, oh, well, I like spending all my money on smart bombs. So I'll do that. As far as the controls go, it's very responsive, even though I'm getting my ass kicked right here. It's very responsive. The twin stick shooting thing basically works really well, and you need those kind of responsive controls from this type of game, because if you didn't have those type of responsive controls, you would die very, very quickly. You know what? Even in the campaign mode, I did find myself getting my ass kicked. I'm not really good at these games, though. I'm okay. I played Asteroids quite a bit when I was a kid. It's not necessarily my forte. It's not necessarily I'm the best at it. As far as bugs or anything like that goes, I didn't really run into anything at all, except the first time I downloaded it, the game froze, then Steam froze, and then Windows froze. I'm not sure if that had anything to do with the game, or if that was just my computer being retarded, but it is something to note that it did happen while I was playing this game. I don't think it had anything to do with the game. It hasn't happened since, and the game's been running pretty darn well ever since. So let's go ahead and let's buy a smart bomb. Let's see if I can show that off to you there. And that's good. Let's just go. Now we're good. We're heading into the asteroids level, collecting more delicious salvage. Let's do this. There's occasionally like power-ups that you can find when fighting like lots of enemies. There's like this skull-shaped power-up. You've seen like another kind of power-up that they dropped earlier. Dropped like a shield power-up. Well, there's kind of like a bullet power-up that allows you to like start shooting these super shots at enemies. It's pretty freaking dope, actually. All right, this is a perfect moment. Can I drop my bomb, please? How do I drop my? There we go. There we go. You can see that was the smart bomb right there. And that's how that worked right there. I just took out a whole bunch of asteroids. You know, chances are, though, you're going to want to use... Oh, God. That gold one is invulnerable, by the way. At least I don't know how to kill it. It might be killable by other means, as far as I know. But, yeah, there's a lot of different kinds of hidden upgrades. There's all sorts of stuff going on inside these asteroids. I'm collecting so much salvage. I love it. I freaking love it. Can we shoot a missile at that thing and destroy it? No, we cannot. Yeah, I'm shooting myself. I'm shooting myself. Okay, we just gotta aim this way because it's just so... Oh my god, it's just a giant cluster fluff of asteroids, guys. Holy crap. Look, asteroids, I know you want me to become a god, obviously. And I really appreciate that. But, okay, well, we're going to go collect a little bit more. I'm low on shields right now. Let's go. We'll jump away. We got about 4,000 salvage. Really nothing to complain about. But yeah, so there's those little hidden power-ups in the games, like the shield one. The one that gives you, like, the super shot thing. It's kind of another thing that you can look forward to in the game that might give you that extra edge you need to beat a boss or two. So we got the missile. I would like to show you the serpentine, but I'm kind of morbidly curious about what's the heavy cannon. Now there is certain upgrades that you can't like have at the same time. Like I'm not sure if you can only have one of these. Let's see. Okay, no, I can have that one and that one equipped. Certain ones you can only have equipped at certain times. Like maybe it's divided by 2. Like you can't have a beam laser and a missile equipped. I'm not really sure. There's some experimentation required there. Like I said, I've only been playing the game for about an hour or so. Because it's a fairly simplistic game. It's nothing too complicated. And I like that. I don't mind that it's not anything super complicated. Sometimes you just want to go brainless and just have a fun time. Whoa, look at that. That is freaking sweet. Is that like the super shot thing? Holy crap. I imagine that'd be useful against bosses. That's probably what it's for. It's like a main blast. Damn. I like that. It's pretty freaking cool. Like I said, the graphics are just fine, simplistic, it works, everything's highly luminescent and everything glows, all the shots are somewhat visible, except when you kind of get like, start getting near light sources like that right there, you can sometimes miss out on something heading towards you at high speed, but usually that's why I kind of fly away from those highly luminescent places as it were. Oh good lord. Look, I don't know what you guys want from me, but I'm not interested in your sales, okay? I don't want a magazine subscription. Ow! Okay, so far we're doing pretty good. I don't know how far I'm going to take it. Like I said, I'm not sure if I want to spoil the first boss for you. Because it's a pretty freaking sweet boss, I'd say. It kind of gets really crazy already on the first boss. It's a cute game. It's a fun game. It's a lot of... it's kind of like a shout out to old games, guys. That's the best way I can describe it. If you're looking for some good old arcade action and not necessarily blow through a million quarters, you're going to enjoy Heckabomb. Especially if you're a fan of asteroids, if you're a fan of bullet hell style games, Heckabomb is a good one. It's fun. I like the fact that all those upgrades are persistent. It makes you think, it makes you come up with a strategy, and I think that's pretty cool. Boom, baby! Another 8 billion creatures just died. So yeah, like I said, guys, that Steamy goodness, the tie controls, there's 4 different game modes. How many levels are there total? Can I get out of this? No, I cannot. Okay, we're gonna grab this. Okay, let me go. I want to see if I can give you an exact guesstimate here of how many levels there are, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up the video. Can you pause? That was a mistake. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and exit the game. We'll go to start game. I don't care. That's fine. It was on casual anyway. 31. And then, yeah, you have those extra levels, right? The extra game modes. Survival, hardcore, and duel. So 31 levels with bosses intermixed in there. Pretty crazy game. I've only gotten to like level 7 and I got my ass kicked. You have high scores, where is my high score? My high score is number 19 right now. Oh, look at that. I didn't do too terribly bad. At least I'm on the top 20. I don't expect that to last too long. Somebody's already beaten the developer's score. He's number 2. That's kind of crazy. The game's already just been out like, what, a day? Wow. Alright, well, I hope that gives you guys a good impression of Heckabomb. It was a lot of fun to play. Like I said, just old school gaming, simplistic gaming, just go blah, just blow stuff up. I like that type of gaming sometimes. If you enjoy asteroids, if you enjoy bullet hell games, you will enjoy Heckabomb, guys. Plus, it's packed to the brim with extra features and extra game modes, steamy goodness, leaderboards, all that good kind of stuff to keep you up with the replay value, guys. So I want to say big thanks to the developer and publisher for a chance to check out this title. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and share, guys, and I'll keep bringing you awesome indie games, guys. If you really enjoyed this video, maybe consider hitting up that tip jar. If you're feeling generous of heart, all tips go to improving the channel or future giveaways, guys. Till next time, play more indie games.